gets a little bit confused because I sort of took last week's, which completes tonight's Parsha, but they're related. So, thank you. This week, we start to read about the system of ritual sacrifices that the Israelites would perform for various reasons. The word sacrifice is commonly accepted as a word meaning giving up something, but the word in Hebrew has two meanings. Something that brings us closer is the second meaning. Examining my life these days, I can joyfully testify to the truth and essence of this understanding. Giving my time and energy to Beit Shuvah in whatever capacity is needed has fulfilled me in ways beyond measure. I see this quite clearly in my commitment to the LA Marathon, which is finally happening this weekend, thank goodness. I look forward to having my Sunday mornings in bed again, since initially that's what held me back from committing. Waking up at the crack of dawn for 3 months as my husband and my dogs burrowed deeper into their warm slumber. However, I didn't let that hold me back, and this Sunday I'll walk 13.1 miles in support of Beit Shuvah, which has given so much to my children and my family as a whole. I felt compelled, however reluctantly, to take the challenge. Not only am I proud to have raised over $4,000 for this little engine that could, but giving up that time has gifted me with deepening relationships and a rich new friendship. On those cold, dark, sunny mornings for the marathon training, there always was. I'm very emotional, so I try not to cry up here. There was always my Elizabeth, my walking partner. 2 hours to 4 hours every week, walks and talks drew us closer. Not only would she make me laugh and offer advice, like putting Neosporin in your nose when you're on an airplane. Not only would she make me laugh and offer advice, we would also share concern for a fellow sisterhood member, Jody, who's currently fighting her second battle of cancer. It's been difficult for me to balance my many commitments with making time to go to Jody's house consistently, which would bring me guilt and make me feel more overwhelmed. Helping, organizing, shuffling, scheduling every day is so complicated and such a hassle. Yet my time with Jody through this has been so rewarding. I slept with her last night. Jody's indelible sense of humor and her spiritual strength inspire and teach me gifts I'll hold forever and ever. Not only do I feel closer to Jody, I feel closer to Elizabeth as well. Aww. She's always there for comfort for me and with wise words to keep me calm as I try to absorb the situation and figure out how I can deal with it. Each commitment I make to BTS, from coming to services to Al-Anon or spirituality class or any of the many committee meetings that I attend, has brought me into closer connection with this place, the wonderful people who make up this community, and into deeper relationship with God. In Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl states, in some ways, suffering ceases to be suffering at the moment it finds meaning, such as the meaning of a sacrifice. When you come to understand why you are making that sacrifice, it stops being a sacrifice. Viktor Frankl, by the way, the prisoners in the Nazi camps were given 1 4-ounce piece of bread to last them for 4 days. And that man took glory in sharing that piece of bread. He would keep a little corner and share it with other people who were worse off than him. And it gave him joy. That sacrifice gave him back a little bit of human joy. Though my suffering may pale in comparison to that of so many others in this world, I recognize how giving something up has given me so much more meaning and connection in my own life. Sacrifice is not easy, but I encourage you all to surrender and let go. Volunteer, march at protests, do the LA Marathon next year for Beit Shuvah in support of this miraculous house. These sacrifices and all sacrifices create change by bringing us closer to the people and the places that we care about, and to something bigger than me and something bigger than you. As the Hebrew states, it draws us closer to. Thank you.